We're back with North American Wrestling from the Longhorn Ballroom in Dallas, Texas. The Assassin enters the ring along with Killer Tim Brooks.
Would you like to say something, Killer?
I certainly would. First, I'd like to apologize to you, Assassin, for coming out here in your match, okay? I want to address you, Kenny, the Stinger. Not the hold it. Not the champion, the chump. The punk. The punk change. Boy, I'm going to tell you right now to your face, you're not good enough to have that belt. There's only a matter of time before that belt's going to leave that waist of yours and be on mine. I'm the one that deserves the belt, and I'm going to challenge you right now to next week to a title match. Now, if you're any kind of man, if you're any type of champion, which you're not, and these people know you're not a champion, I would like for you to accept this challenge here at the Longhorn for that belt. And one more thing, I want everybody to listen in the dressing room. If anybody from the back comes out here and tries to attack Stinger, I will beat the hell out of you. Because I'm not going to have you saying next week that you were hurt tonight, that you weren't 100%. So nobody's going to attack you from the back. Nobody's going to, not me, no one. So you're going to be ready for next week, right? Will you accept this challenge? Let's see if you're a man. Let's see if you're a champion.
Let's see.
I tell you what, Tim, we come out here last week, okay? You told me you'd shake my hand if I won. Well, I did win, and you shook my hand. But when you were done, you come and hit me with I don't know what, but it hurt. And I tell you what, I'll accept your challenge next week. You know what I mean? And I'll take it. And I'll do whatever I have to beat you. Right here in the Longhorn. You see this belt over here, brother? This belt is all these people.
This match is underway right here, right now. Kenny the Stinger being attacked from the back. Stinger was attacked from behind.
Assassin headbutted him right in the lower back, right when he was leaving from Tim Brooks.
And it's watch this, leapfrog by Stinger. Stinger double leapfrog, watch this one. Big Beal tossed him halfway across the ring.
That's makings of a true champion, Doyle.
Drop kick.
Look at that, that's makings of a true champion there.
And the Assassins to the outside. The Assassin attacking Kenny the Stinger from behind, but he only got 2 good blows in on him there, Johnny.
Yeah, he did, and that was it. And Stinger was all over.
Then it was all Kenny the Stinger.
I'll tell you what, he's an up-and-coming young wrestler, and he's going to be one champion for the NAA.
He certainly is. And the match has been set here for next week at the Longhorn Ballroom at the insistence and challenge by Killer Tim Brooks.
He come right out here and challenged him, didn't he?
The belt goes on the line next week here. Kenny the Stinger is going to put up his belt, and he said any way he can, whatever it takes to beat Killer Tim Brooks, he's going to do it.
That's what he said, and I believe he might. What I don't understand Killer Tim Brooks back here. He's saying that told everyone in the back room not to come out here and interfere with his matches.
Well, I
guess
think
his upcoming match.
Evidently that is what Brooks has in mind. He wants no interference from any of the wrestlers. And look at Assassin right there.
Yeah,
Assassin reaching into those tights for something. He's got that right hand loaded.
Tight, doesn't he? He's got it tight.
Collar and elbow tie. Side headlock by the Assassin, and Assassin. Oh, but it was blocked. Stinger blocked that big right hand by the Assassin. And now slams that head right into that buckle. And if you can see it, Assassin tucked whatever he had in that fist.
At our vantage point, it was hard to tell exactly what was in there.
Kenny the Stinger, side mirror.
Oh, with a rollover.
And the trunks there.
Good for two. Good for two with a hand on the trunks.
Brooks and Stinger for the title next week here at the Longhorn Ballroom.
Boy, that's going to be one exciting match.
Oh, yeah. These two have had an ongoing battle now for many, many months.
It's only been building. You can feel the intensity. Oh, look at this test of strength and power here.
Top wrist lock. And Assassin had a hand on the hair there for just a second.
What was that? Was that just to get the ref back there? What's he doing? Stepping over?
Really pulling Kenny the Stinger back. Assassin.
Here comes Stinger coming on back. Oh, look at him. He's bringing it on back. Got him stood up and throws him down. Listen to this crowd roar.
And the Assassin overpowered by Kenny the Stinger.
You know, next Tuesday night, Doyle, what you were saying, you got a living legend with an up-and-coming young wrestler. You got the veteran, you got the bull, and you got the young calf.
And I think that young calf may just show that big bull a thing or two.
But don't forget about that experience of that older steer. That's going to be one tough match.
Test of strength call by the Assassin here. Kenny the Stinger trying to take him up on it. Want to remind you that coming soon to Fort Worth at the Stagecoach Ballroom, Belknap, Pennsylvania. Big matches. We've got 5 of them every week, and the tag team championships go on the line in the next few weeks back in Fort Worth again. Iceman King Parsons and Cowboy John Mantell, the champions, will be defending those belts. So you'll want to keep a bridge of exactly what is happening in Fort Worth with the NAWA and management. So stay right here with us. We'll let you know all the details.
Folks, you need to come on out there to the Stagecoach and see us. This is true, real, live, Texas-style wrestling. Hot and heated.
Watch this stomp of the hands by Kenny the Stinger on the Assassin. 5 minutes gone. 5.
The Assassin complaining over to Manning about his fingers that Stinger stomped on.
Side headlock. Oh, the Assassin with the fingers in the throat right there.
That was a nice stab, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
That was a nice knife hand by him. You got to give him that.
Here's the Assassin. Oh, big headbutt on Stinger.
Drops him to the mat.
Here's the cover. There's one and only a count of 1.
You can hear Stinger holler. You can hear him scream with that twist he's got on his head like he's trying to snap his neck right in half. Listen to this crowd yell for that champion.
Twisting neck hold applied by the Assassin as Kenny the Stinger tries to power out of this one.
And bind him on the head as he's doing it.
Kenny the Stinger made his way up to his feet. Now big elbow to the midsection, followed by another. Stinger recoiling off those ropes
with a shoulder block that takes him down.
Here comes Stinger again. Oh, right into a big knee. Caught Stinger right across the chest and in the midsection that sends him back down. Double hammer drive to the back.
You know, Doyle, this Assassin, he's one tough customer. Where does he come from? Do you know where he's actually from?
He's billed from parts unknown. He doesn't want anyone to know his true identity. And so we really don't know where this man was born, where he lives, where he comes from, or really anything other than the fact that he weighs around 255 pounds.
And one mean hombre in the ring.
I do know this. He and Wild Bill Irwin have had go-round after go-round in the NWA, in the UWF, in the AWA, all the major wrestling leagues across the country. And the Assassin has followed Wild Bill Irwin here to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He's got a score to settle with Irwin.
Now we know why the Assassin's here.
But right now, his mind is concentrating on the heavyweight champion, Kenny the Stinger. The thing is, you know, Johnny,
taunting him with that slap on the face while he holds him in that armbar.
If the Assassin can get a pinfall, a victory on Kenny the Stinger right here, that puts him in the top of the line to go after that world heavyweight belt.
There's quite a few competitors. And he could be in the top 10. He could be in the top 10 for it. You're absolutely right on that, Doyle.
If he can get a pinfall on Stinger here, and if the belt doesn't change next week, that would put the Assassin first in line for a title shot, and there would be no choice. Kenny the Stinger would have to give him one.
He's definitely working on that arm of Stinger's. That left arm, wearing it down. You know, he walked out here with Killer Tim Brooks, but the way he's working in that ring sure looks a lot like he knows something with that Dragon Master.
Crowds picked up the chant of "Go, Kenny, go." And Kenny is going into the corner, but the Assassin uses that hair to turn Stinger around.
You believe this, Doyle?
It's about 3 chops on him right there in a forearm. Now Dragon Master throws Stinger to the outside between that top and mid ring rope and all the way down to that hardwood floor here down at the Longhorn Ballroom. And watch this.
Assassin going to the top rope.
He's climbing up.
Coming out onto the floor with Stinger's on the floor. He changed his mind.
He's thought better of it. Perhaps he's afraid of heights.
Yeah.
You know, it is
not a good thing to do in the wrestling business.
Some about 15 feet from the top rope down to the floor. Oh, right over the top, and Kenny the Stinger with 1 and 2 before the leg scissor cuts him off.
Oh,
that was beautiful.
Awful close for that Stinger. World champion struggling to his feet, trying to get the cobwebs shook out of his head. Slammed down on the floor by Snapmare. Going right back into twisting that neck. That's what I mean, going right back in there. We seen this earlier in a match with Dragon Master and Wild Bill. Staying right there on that same part of the body, just as you mentioned earlier.
Working on that left arm and working on the neck and head of Kenny the Stinger. That's the Assassin doing it as Stinger rises to his feet, tries to elbow his way out, but the Assassin uses a handful of hair to go back into that reverse chin lock now. You'll see the tag team champions of the North American Wrestling Allegiance and Management coming up here. The Iceman King Parsons and Cowboy John Mantell take on Rugged Ronnie Sutton and the California Stud in a non-title bout tonight, our main event tag team.
That's going to be another good match coming up.
Watch this. Stinger has him up against the ropes. Big chop, and here's a Assassin coming into that elbow by Stinger, and he's flattened. And Stinger into the arm bar. Now it's Kenny the Stinger's turn to do a little work on that left arm. Well, this time it's of the Assassin instead of being reversed around. Kenny the Stinger an opportunity to get a little rest here. And it looks like Stinger may work on that mask a little bit here, Johnny.
He's trying to take it off. He's working it. He's getting it off.
Counting on him. The Assassin certainly does not want to be unmasked because he has so carefully protected his identity through these many, many years.
He don't want to lose that identity now, especially at the hands of the world champion.
Look at him just trying to literally jerk the hair out from the head of Kenny the Stinger, and Stinger right back in there on that mask.
He's pulling it over. He's pulling it over.
Look at him. He's got it between his teeth. That's the only way he's holding it on, is the fact that the Assassin has grabbed that mask between his teeth there.
And a scrape to the eyes. And that stopped Kenny from yanking on that mask. You hear the crowd screaming at Stinger to take that mask off.
Stinger with the drop down. Here comes the Assassin. Body check. No. Both men are down. Already up to a 5 count before either man has been able to roll over. Double hammer drive across the back there, and both men trading rights and lefts. Here's Assassin. Oh, it's Kenny the Stinger. Small package roll up. There's 1 and 2. Not enough for 3.
He almost had him that time, Doyle.
very, very close. We saw Kenny the Stinger win several matches with that small package roll-up. One of them just a couple of weeks ago against the Oriental Dragon Master. And Stingers to the floor at the boots of the Assassin. And here's the referee once again checking the Assassin over.
Oh, come on, ref. It's not in his hands. He stuck it in
15
his
minutes gone.
pants. Come on. It's in his wrestling tights. You know, the Assassin's been taking that foreign object from his trunks to the mask in this whole match, and the ref has yet to catch him.
He may have it in his hand. He may have it in the trunks. He may put it in his mask. He's very smart about how to conceal that foreign object from the referee. Oh, sleep hold!
Stinger's got that slip on there.
And Kenny the Stinger's got it locked in tight. He's got it locked in hard, and it may all be over for the Assassin.
Brought him right to his knees, didn't it, Doyle?
If he can keep
Reached
the Assassin
out
out
for
of
the
the
ropes.
ropes,
He's
but
in 'em.
can't.
He
They're
fell
under
in
the
'em.
ropes, and he's going to have to break that hold. Stinger finding an opening right there and puts a big fist to the center of the forehead of the Assassin. There's a chop on the ropes. Here's the Assassin for the ride. Stinger with a big clothesline that flattens the Assassin. There's the cover, 1 and 2. He didn't hook that leg quite tight enough there and didn't get wasn't able to get the 3 count on it. But now Stinger going back to work on that mask. The Assassin brings that to an abrupt halt with a forearm to the midsection and a chop to the base of the neck.
You know, I'm seeing some strategy here. As soon as the Assassin, as soon as Sting goes for that Assassin's mask, that's when. As soon as Stinger has his mind off the match and on that mask, that's when the Assassin jumps in and takes over.
Stinger had better watch out. He's in a very vulnerable position as the Assassin comes off that mid-ring rope with a double hammer drive to the base of the back, right in the center of the spine. Now the Assassin picks him up. Oh, he's going to try to body slam him. Kenny the Stinger pushes him into the rope. Oh, but the Assassin held on. But here comes Stinger, flying clothesline. Get on him and cover him. Here's 1 and 2 and 3.
That's it.
History.
In 17 minutes, 50 seconds, your winner, Kenny the Stinger.